Isn't that fun? One sec, I'm just getting through all the dialogue I already saw earlier. Mom and Dad's room. Peanut butter. Boom. Trying to rush where I go. Stream hello everybody, if you're joining back with us. The stream crashed and we did not save, so we are forced to go all the way back to where we were. So we're forced to replay the entire game, but thankfully, I'm just gonna speed run the fuck out of it. Because I know all the, like, boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Spend the night together in my room. Boom, 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 boom. I'm sorry, that's not on me. How was I supposed to predict my PC would freeze up? Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna skip over everyone's dialogue. I'm getting all the character dialogue we've already seen out of the way. You still should have said... Okay, and... Okay, let me just... I fucking guy. Dang. Okay. Nothing I need. It's fine. I can just kind of speed run to where I was. It's dinner time. Also, there's no obvious way to save. Usually there's like a checkpoint system. Or at least it would tell you. It's not like this game has a lot going on for it except its story. There's no like combat mechanics or anything, so usually I'm not saving unless I know there's something big coming up. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Spend the night together from now until forever. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get a double room. Together in my room. This is the right one. This isn't the vertical one. Yep, that's it. Yep, I just hear myself sing boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together from now until forever. Oh well, nothing we can do at this point but, you know, play. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, they're upsetty again. Wowz. I wasn't paying attention. But no offense, there's like no progression system, so I have really had no reason to save. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, bread and butter, so it's gonna be you. And of course I accidentally choose to look at the drawing. The fade in and fade out is so like slow. Boom, boom, boom. Got the butter, and I look at the freaking drawing. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Got bread. Walking in place to make a sandwich. Breakfast is ready again. Oh, what's it again? Something from the... Something I'm forgetting to do. It's, right. I need to write it down. 4 months since Say came here. I mean, at this point, it's just kind of just killing time to make it back to where we were. Cheese wheel. Well, it's at least prolonging the fan fiction reading. Even so, this is no fun anymore because, you know, well, now I'm just catching up, but now I know about the doctor and everything. It's time to go to bed. Okay, there we go. Now we got some new lines of dialogue for me to just voice. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama. What a lovely plant! It isn't real. That doesn't make it any less nice. Huh. Oh my, is that a TV? Fascinating. You must have drawn this picture on the fridge, yes? Yeah, oh fuck, wait, I accidentally skipped it. You must have drawn this picture on the fridge, yes? Yeah, I did, but it was forever ago. So, let's see here. This is you in the middle, and your parents on both sides. Yeah. That's sweet! What a wonderful drawing! You keep track of the day? Yeah. Don't most people? Well, yes, but you do it all by yourself? Do you know how? These dates are marked on in crayon. How do you know? Fine, I'll save just in case. Yeah, it's quite a tall pantry, but it seems rather empty. Yeah. Your oven is in good condition, I guess. I don't really touch it. Good night, everybody! There's a lot of dirty dishes here. You need help with this? No, it's fine. I don't really use the dishes anymore, so... Yeah? A bread box! How cute! Yeah, they had this since before I was born. Oh my! You've got a big brother bread box then, huh? Eh? Nothing I need from this cabinet. This is such a lovely painting! My dad painted it. Quite the talented sir, I must say. What's this room? Bathroom. Do you have to go? Oh, no, but thanks for asking. What's this room? Mom and Dad's room. But, they're not here. Oh, where are they? Camper. There's, not a lot of clothes here. It's easier just to stay in like this. Oh, but don't your clothes get dirty? And what about when you need to shower? Just wash my clothes during the shower. I see. Nothing I need from the drawer. You keep all your toys neat? Yeah. It's better than stepping on them all the time. Well, I suppose I can't argue with that. Why, look at this! You have quite the view from your room. I must say, I'm a bit jealous. Really? I don't think there's much to look at. What's this? A friend hanging out with his little buddy. Aw, you make your bed every morning? That's a good habit to practice. I guess. Oh my, a train set? Have you ever seen a train in real life before? No. Have you? Many times. I use them to get around quite often. I see. Are they cool? Yes, they're very cool. Alright, I guess now I gotta go to the titular basement. Oh my! Quite the heavily locked door. May I inquire about what's inside? I mean, I'd rather you didn't. Embry? Are they in here? Can we, open the door? What? No! Hey, it's alright. Can you tell me why they're locked up like this? I don't know what's down there, but whatever it is, it's really bad. And we can't open the door. Embry, you... See? I told you that you couldn't help me. I'd still like to try. You're not going to leave until I open the door, right? Okay. I'll open the door. I just... Something the matter? My key is gone. I always keep it on me. Did I drop it in the market? Did you bring it to the market? Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. Why don't we look around for it here, then? We can check the market after to make sure... After we're sure it isn't here. I'm sure one of these stall owners would have said something if they saw you drop it anyways. That's a good point. Let's look around then. There's nothing of note here. I mean, I already checked everything with them. Oh, now I just gotta skip dialogue and... Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense. I never put the key in here before. I don't even remember. Well, I suppose it's good you found it either way. I guess so. All right, opening the door now. Seems like quite a long way down. Is there a light switch? It's at the bottom. But, I think the light's burnt out anyways. I see. Well, let's go on anyways. What? I said we could open the door. I didn't say you could go down. What do you mean? Of course we have to go down. That's the whole point, isn't it? No. You can't. Embry, let go. No. Please, let me. Oh, damn. Dr. Delight's dead. Look at that. It's time for bed already. Don't worry about it. It's time to go to bed. Well, Embry killed Dr. Delight. It's time to go to bed. That was louder than the other times. I need to go check. I'm blue, dabba-dee, dabba-die, dabba-dee, dabba-die. The basement is open. I didn't open it. I definitely locked it before I went to bed. So how is that? I have no choice. I have to go down there. Because if I don't... It's okay. I don't like how the painting is now looking at us. Can't go back yet. Oh, it's not letting me run, so I guess I'll slowly go. God, these are long-ass stairs. What? Oh, okay, that's a handprint. No, it's not interactable, so I guess there's no reason for me to linger. As I twiddle my fingers, the thought starts to linger that all that I need is you. So, why keep us apart when this all just restarts? This cruel joke keeps on breaking my heart. And as our fates call for us to answer like thralls, in pain we just squall as they pull up our paws. These lives that we're living, despite our misgivings, we're meant to be together, no matter the light or life or fall. What the fuck? Slightly whiter, Embry. You're... Embry. You're... Embry. You... Why do you look like... You look surprised. I don't see why. Thought by now you'd realize. You and I are the only... You and I are one and the same. No, it's not. This can't be right. It can't? Why can't it be? Oh, that's right. It's because you think we're a monster. But that's not you, right? You're not a monster. That's what you think, right? Monster, monster, monster. We're monsters, and you're not. Is that right? How does that make any sense? You're not a monster. You pushed the doctor down the stairs. What are you talking about? I didn't. He fell. I kept tugging at his sleeve and he stumbled. He tripped. I didn't push anyone. Why, you opened the door for him, didn't you? You opened the door and begged him not to look inside. Why'd you do that? He wouldn't have tripped if you let him go. You wouldn't have tripped him if you kept the door shut. He wouldn't have seen the door if you didn't let him in. And maybe he wouldn't have been here if you weren't such a monster. Why did you bring him here? Oh, Embry, what are you going to do with yourself? What have you been doing all this time? Feeding, feeding, feeding. And for what? You think you feed... I think you feed me because you like it. Because it makes you feel better when you do, right? You feed me, and then you feel better. You feel safe. Nothing's coming to hurt you. And you know, the funny thing about that is, day after day, despite how much you've been feeding me, I'm still hungry. This is gonna be a chase scene, isn't it? Oh. Game over, I guess. Oh, never mind. Embry. Huh? Just a nightmare. But it's gone on long enough. Is it still bloody? Is there still Dr. Light blood there? Yep. Is that's it? That's it? Thanks for playing. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic. And I played for the entire game twice for what? Well, that was, it's not me, it's my basement, and you know what that means? We are going to have to read the Dead by Daylight fan fiction now, so give me like a solid minute to get this organized. As I fiddle my thumbs and we start to succumb. What did you think was going to happen? I don't know, but it just feels anticlimactic. Anyway, we're putting Dead by Daylight in the background while I read the fan fiction. No, like, I expected there'd be more, you know? Alright, but... shit. Fuck. Oh, by the way, this is one of the games where you can either take everything literally or figuratively. Honestly, you could just take it as both at the same time. Well, there's a literal monster, there's also the figurative monster of Embry. So, if I could not have you, then why must they take you from all of the things that I knew? After all of the wasted years, how could I stay in this place, living lies that I thought were the truth? Time keeps on ticking, my lips I keep licking at the thought of you. One bite and I'm through. As I twiddle my fingers, I let the thought linger that all that I need is you. Honestly, I love an ode to a friend. It is one of the best Twiddle Finger songs in my opinion. Okay, it was let's see, Twiddle, and I prefer Crow Scare, though more happens and it has more happens in it and it has more endings. Interesting. So, if I could not have you, then why must they take you from all of the things that I knew? After all of the wasted years, how could I stay in this place, living lies that I thought were the truth? Time keeps on ticking, my lips I keep licking at the thought of you. One bite and I'm through. As I twiddle. Let's see. It was wax wings melt to dust. It's wax wings melt to dust. The connection is severed. What you said left me crushed. What have you done? I begged and I bargained, could it not last forever? I plead the deaf ears to no God. But if I could not have you, then why must they take you from all of the things that I knew? After all of the wasted years, how could I stay in this place, living lies that I thought were the truth? Time keeps on ticking, my lips I keep licking at the thought of you. One bite and I'm through. As I twiddle my fingers, I let the thought linger that all that I need is you. All right, which Dead by Daylight fanfiction am I reading because you said so? Actually, give me a second. I do need to pull up Twitch real quick. So, honestly, but let's see. So, when I find my half, why must tragedy strike us? Doesn't make the gods laugh. So unfair and unjust. Force a repeat and to relive, always search for each other, like the paradox of fox and the hound. So, why keep us apart when this all just restarts? This cruel joke keeps on breaking my heart. And as our fates call for us to answer like thralls, in pain we just squall as they pull up our paws. These lives that we're living, despite our misgivings, we're meant to be together no matter the life or form, fiddling my thumbs as we start to succumb into stalemate forever till we die and are reborn. You want to read? I'm down. I mean, I'll just read whatever, but fine. Guess we're reading the okay, fine. I'll make the two that actually make sense for me to read. Do you want it to be the Yandere Huntress, or do you want it to be the fluff piece? Okay. But if so, why? How would a mashup of an ode to a friend and a soulmate serenade sound, now that I think about it? So, why? So, but if So, why? So, why can't I just have you? And I reborn. Fiddling my thumbs as we start to succumb in the stalemate forever till we die and are reborn. Come on, Risk. You're the only one in chat. I need you to choose. Fluff will work for now. All right, I get. Do I use my real name or not? Fuck it. I'm just gonna use Flaco. It's easier to read that way. They even use the name that is. I guess we're reading a fluff piece right now, and that's how we're ending the stream. Honestly, a little weird, not going to lie. Okay, I guess I'm using my real name. I knew that the entity didn't have its favorites, but... Oh, wait, I gotta click on Dead by Daylight to have the background audio. There we go. Okay, there we go for me. Just, so I can actually just stand up and walk around a bit, stretch my legs. Boom, boom, boom. Anyways. Fuck, I need my back. Shit. My shoulders are stiff. Oh, that's not a... that is not a good thing. Fuck. I knew that the entity didn't have favorites, but I wasn't so sure about his killers. It was strange. The certain one. I thought she liked me. We called her the Huntress. She was a large woman clad in a... Bleh. We called her the Huntress. She was a large woman clad in the head of her... Yeah, that's a really weird sentence. That's a very awkward sentence. We called her the Huntress. And she was a large woman clad in the head of a hare. She wears... I can't word. She fiercely wielded a set of terrible hatchets, made up for it with a Russian lullaby she always hummed so softly. The other survivors thought it was creepy, but I actually liked it. Although it was probably creepy because they got hit with the hatchets. Me, on the other hand, not so much. Like I said before, I'm pretty sure the Huntress was playing favorites with me. I didn't know what I did to make her like me, but she definitely did. I was too fascinated by her, and wanted to know more, but I wasn't able to actually do trials. I wasn't able to... having to actually do trials and such. So I specifically liked it when I went on them with the Huntress. Obviously, since she never hurt me and all. Oh, it sounded like she was easy to go up against because of this. Though it sounded like it was easy, like she was easy to go up against because of this, it actually wasn't. The reality was that I had to run around all trial protecting the other survivors. Hunters might be sweet on me, but definitely not on everyone else. Fang! I gasped. This is such a weird thing. Why do you pay? Why am I always read to read fan fictions? Fang! I gasped. Fang Min staggered towards me, blood gushing down her back. She offered a pained grunt, practically falling into my arms. I grabbed at her shoulders as she went limp in my hold. Her sickeningly warm blood spilled through the cracks of my fingers. I pulled her away from me and carefully pushed her down into a seated position. I crouched down on the grotty? Grody? Is that how you spell grody? I crouched down onto the grody hospital floor next to her, fishing out some disinfectant and gauze that I kept with me. There was a large gaping gash in Fang's back, an undeniable hatchet wound. I unscrewed the rusty cap off the disinfectant bottle and dumped a fluid on the injury. Fang whined, her chest heaving as blood continued to drip down. It was a messy patch-up, but it would have had to be, but it would have had to have, that isn't even proper English. It was a messy patch-up, but it would have had to been done. I wrapped the gauze around and around Fang's skinny body. You don't wrap gauze around, you wrap bandages around. You put the gauze there and then wrap bandages around. I'm reading Dead by Daylight fanfiction. What is my life? Why am I really, like, judging this like it was an English paper? It's fanfiction. I tightened it over her polo shirt, making sure it was snug up against her wound. When Fang stopped gasping in pain, I felt the blood seem to stop. We both shakily rose to our feet. There you go, I said. She gave me a curt nod of gratitude before running off and down the hall without a word. I sighed glumly to myself. Typical Fang. She didn't need nobody. I began to walk down the opposite direction, venturing through the abandoned hospital alone. I wasn't by myself for long, though. I found Bill and David working on a generator together. I'm sorry, when I see this line, I just think of, like, the stupid, like, there's a man stuck in a river in Lego City, and we need you to help him. Hey! I greeted. They didn't respond as I crouched down next to them, connecting wires and cranking gears. I assisted helpfully with the generator, making the repair all the more efficient. Though the gen is now done, we had much bigger problems. The three of our hearts began to pound out of our chests. Boom, 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 boom. Uh-oh. That only meant one thing. The lilted? What? Huh? The lilted? What? Okay, I shouldn't judge. The quiet humming of a woman's voice echoed down the dark hall. The Huntress. She emerged from the darkness, hatchet raised. David turned and instantly took off running. It took Bill and I a few moments to process what was happening. As the Huntress stormed towards us, we finally got the memo and ran after David. My name is David. Dad, I want some ice cream. David, that is my name. David, I want another. David, where is my ball? I'm going out on the road. There is a car, and it is gonna hit me. Ah! My name is the fucking man, oh yeah, my name is the fucking man, oh yeah. I'm sorry, I'm tired. We ran after David. Our footsteps bounced off the walls as we powered through the old building. The Huntress readied her hatchet and chucked it with a mighty grunt. It whooshed in the air over and over before it struck home, deep within Bill's back. He yelled out in pain, flopping on the floor. Kind of pathetic. Flopping on the floor. David didn't care to look back, but I slammed on the brakes. I whirled around to gawk in horror at the poor man bleeding out on the floor. Bill! I cried. Bill Nye, the science guy. The flurry of panic. Isn't this fun? It's hurting. Not because I'm having to read fan fiction, but because it's so grammatically incorrect. At least DDD, I mean, fuck, at least the Meta Knight reader fan fiction was grammatically correct. And also, you know, funnily enough, was just the stupidest stream we ever did. Bill, I cried out in a flurry of panic, and then he groaned in agony as I tugged at his wrists, trying to force him up. Come on, Bill, we gotta go, I stuttered. The huntress's bare feet slapped against the tiled floor as she quickly approached. It all seemed to happen in slow motion, but it was clear she had no intent on attacking me. Her black eyes locked onto Bill. She thrusted the second hatchet up, preparing to bring it up down onto him. No, I shouted. Yeah. I'm old. I can't take this thing seriously, I'm sorry. No, I shout. Without thinking, I rummaged for my things to yank out a trusty flashlight. I flicked it on and proceeded to shine it on Huntress's masked face. She made a squeal of anger, shielding her eyes with a big hand. Bill took his time and finally pulled himself up, limping down the hall where David had apparently been waiting. I was almost delighted to see that he'd actually stopped running to help us. The Huntress recovered from the light and... I mean, there is the other fan... We are not talking about the other fanfic thing. We are reading one chapter of this, and that is it. We are not reading the Sonic and Preg story. One sec, adjusting my camera, so... It cuts off my head. Yeah, this is good enough. I was almost delighted to see that he had actually stopped running to help us. Huntress recovered from the light and loomed before me with a bloody hatchet in her hand. Oh. David, take Bill, I called back importantly. The two men disappeared around the corner. Safe. Me, on the other hand, I wasn't so sure. What if it was more grammatically correct? It would still be painful because it's Sonic and Preg. It's Sonic X/Delorax and Preg. What part of that would be fun for me? Then again, the Huntress proved to be rather docile with me. She hummed a tune to herself, studying my trembling form up and down. I was completely frozen in the spot, staring nervously at her with big white eyes. The Huntress smirked, lifting a hand towards me. I flinched slightly, but quickly relaxed when I realized she wasn't going to hurt me. Cute, the Huntress cooed. She pet the top of my head crudely, messing up my hair. What? What? I squeaked. She chuckled, weaving her fingers lovingly through my locks. You are so cute, little baby. I give you hats today, yes? It'd be really funny. For you, it'd be really funny. For me, it would be painful. Besides, I'm not going to do an Mpreg story with my titties out. You are so cute, little baby. I give you hats today, yes? No? The Huntress said. I stammered in shock. She smiled brightly, slipping her hand out of my hair to caress my cheek. She ran a callous thumb over it, staring into my eyes longingly. You get hats, the Huntress declared. Thank you, but Oh! I yelped as I was lifted into the air by a single arm. This woman slammed me onto her shoulder, keeping a firm grip around my waist. Jesus Christ! I mean, not hard to do with me. I'm a very light man. No! No! You'd have to pay me to read that, and I'm not going to let you. I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to stop. Are we back? Everything went black. Anyways, like I was saying, no, you'd have to pay me to do that, and I frankly don't wanna. Anyway, before you get any bright ideas, she turned on her heel, walking the same way she came, away from the others. Except Fang. God, who knew where that broad ran on to? No! No. The huntress kept humming her lullaby, humming hauntingly through the dark. I didn't dare struggle in her grasp, nor did I speak. I didn't want to do anything to make her change her mind about letting me live. You are so cute. You are a favorite. I want to keep you forever, the huntress said between her humming. So I was right. She was playing favorites with me. I weakly lifted my head, looking over my shoulder, and at the back of her head. Oh, thank you, but, why? Risk? No. No, because I have to then choose something to relate back to that so I can stream it properly. Oh, thank you, but why? I asked. The huntress didn't respond. She simply continued on, walking past a broken generator and into what looked like a bathroom. In the corner by the shower was the hatch. She slipped me off her shoulder and gently placed me down on my feet. I met her gaze. Yeah. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. She slipped me up, placed me on my feet. How are you doing this for me? I uttered. The huntress smiled warmly, tucking some hair away from my face. Because you are a favorite. Because you are a favorite. I keep you safe. Forever. She answered sternly. I curiously tilted my head against her hand. Her eyes looked pitch black behind the bunny mask of hers. I couldn't help but be captivated by her. What's your name? I whispered, affectionately. Hello, Anna. Oh god. Okay, so this is the one time they actually used the reader's name, I guess. Hello, Anna, I greeted. I then told her my own. I had never talked to Anna before. Don't judge me. I'm not even into this. This is... Look, fluff is cute and all, but I prefer more assertiveness. More fun that way. At least whenever I read stories. Also, the bad English is really making it funny for me. I had never talked to Anna before. Seen her in multiple trials prior. Every time, she never hurt me. Now to finally interact with her was so refreshing. I hadn't felt the warm touch of a human being in such a long time. This realm was dark and twisted. No love was found here. So for Anna to gently caress my cheek while wearing the kindest of smiles, it was heartwarming. You wait here, she instructed. You know, there's some aggression in the other option. Okay, but we're not doing the other option. We're doing this option because you chose it, and that is it. We're ending the stream after, so you get what you get and don't get upset. You wait here, she instructed. When I come back, you get here. I hesitated, knowing she was going to find my other friend and then off my friends. I wanted to say something, but it might have ruined what we had. What do you mean? You chose the fanfic. Oh wait, you're talking about the Sonic Mpreg story, aren't you? I'm not reading Sonic X the Lorax fanfiction. That is cursed. Not. Why? Why? Okay. We're finishing the story and we're ending the stream. Okay. Okay, and I didn't necessarily know what exactly this was, but I did know I didn't want to lose it so soon. Oh, okay, Anna. I sighed softly. I'll wait for you. Anna giggled, wrapping her big, strong arm. So you get paid by the hour for messing. Didn't I tell you I get paid by the hour for messing with you? Yeah, I know, but still. Anna giggled, wrapping her big, strong arms around me in an embrace. Her masked face, wiggling my toes. Her masked face nuzzled into the crook of my neck. So cute. So warm. She giggled again. The end. Eventful, I guess. I mean, I guess it hasn't, I don't know. This is a little version of me, Amanda. I want you to have it. I want to play a game. So what if you did an entire... I would never do that. Never. The stream at least has to be somewhat related to the fanfic. And that, yes, that includes games and things and stuff. Anyways, bye everybody. Bye. Hope you enjoyed this weird stream. Bye. I don't get paid enough to do this. Bye, everyone. Bye. Someone in chat say bye. Someone in chat say bye. Okay, bye.